Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a review on the BECCA Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream Foundation, and it looks like that. This is in the color nude. So this is how the foundation looks like. It has a rubbery matte tube, and it comes with a pump. So this one has a 1.01 fluid ounce, and this one is supposed to cover every single imperfection that you have on your skin. The color that I have is in the color nude. I do feel that this color is a little bit too light for me, like a shade lighter than my skin tone. I did get color matched by one of the Ulta reps, so this is the color that she kind of like, you know, said it was okay for me, so I decided to get it. But I do feel that it's a little bit lighter, maybe right now because I have bronzer and blush, and you know that's all that I have, so I bronze up my face just a little bit, you know, so I can make it a little bit darker. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use just one single pump of this foundation, and like I said, it's a very thick foundation, it's a very thick consistency. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and prime half of my face with a Stay Matte, the Rimmel Stay Matte primer, and the other half I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it the way it is, and I'm not gonna add any powders or anything like that. I am going to add bronzer and blush, but that's pretty much it. I am going to set my concealer with the Ben Nye banana powder, and I always do that. So yeah, overall I do like the texture. If you are familiar with the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo foundation, the smell, it's almost similar, but yeah, it reminds me so much of that foundation, even the texture. The BECCA foundation, the texture of it, it's a little bit more like on the mousse side, and the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo foundation, it's more thick, it's more like, you know, paint, in other words. But I do prefer this one a little bit better just because of the coverage, and I don't know, the way it feels on your skin. It feels really lightweight, but as long as you don't go overboard. Okay, so right now it's 9:40 in the morning, and like I said, it's been about 3 or 4 hours since I last applied my foundation. So far it looks pretty good, but I do see a lot of oil coming out. I didn't set this foundation with any powder, but I think right now it's the time to powder up just a little bit or just blot. On this side I have my primer on, and this one I don't. I think both look pretty good and pretty decent. Let me go ahead and blot right now because I'm getting so hot right now, and it's so I look a little bit oily. If you look up closely, you can see that my oils are coming out. The only downside is that it doesn't keep me matte, and I do have to blot constantly, like every 2 hours. I brought you guys a little bit closer so you guys can see the foundation. I've been, you know, cleaning the house, dropping off kids. I've been out in the sun, so it's pretty hot right now, and it's barely 9:40, but it's pretty hot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blot a little bit. With this foundation, I feel like you do need a primer if you have oily skin, because it can settle into your pores. So on this side, I don't know if you guys can see, but I do see, you know, of course, obviously you're going to see your pores, but you're going to see that foundation settling into your pores a little bit more. So if you're going to use this foundation, make sure you, and you're oily, make sure you mattify your face, set it with a translucent powder, because you don't. Okay guys, so this is the last checkup. It's 2:35 in the afternoon. I had this foundation for a pretty long time now. Overall, I do like it, but I do feel like it looks a little bit too much, like a lot of makeup. Just keep in mind that I didn't powder or anything. If you have a lot of acne scars or, you know, pigmentation or anything like that on your skin, then this foundation is perfect for you. Now, if you have oily skin, you just have to be really careful with this foundation because it's like so oily, like it's oily on my face. Just can't wait to blot because it's so much oil. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, the cons of this foundation is that it does look like foundation. Unfortunately, if you have large pores or if you have oily skin, super oily skin like I do, then it's going to emphasize your pores a little bit, and you know, it's not gonna, like if you don't primer your face with a mattifying primer or anything like that, then I think it's going to the oils are just definitely going to come out. So okay, so that's all that I have to say about this foundation, and hopefully it was somewhat helpful for you guys, or to some of you, and whether or not to pick this foundation up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.